from ALW Collectibles, and happy Halloween to everybody out there. Today we're going to be doing Transformers Universal Monsters crossover collaborative figure, Frankenstein's monster, in the Cybertronian world, Frankentron. And this looks really cool. This is him in his vehicle form. We're going to take a quick look at the box on him today, which I don't normally do, but for these I want to because I really enjoy the boxes. I think they look really sharp. So let's take a quick look at that. I love that photo cover. That looks really nice. Frankenstein's monster coming to life. You got that cool logo, which looks like the bolts on Frank's neck going through it. Some stitching on the X. This is from 2023. And it is designed to look like a VHS tape, just like Dracula's. Some nice product shots of him on the back. On the side, you got Universal Monsters, Frankenstein with the Decepticon logo, Frankentron. And this right here is actually Ancient Autobot. It says, "It's alive." And it does slide out like any normal VHS would. Same thing, Universal Monsters, Frankenstein, Frankentron, "It's alive." Apparently no one's watched the tape yet, so we'll see what happens by the end of the video if it's all over here now. Sorry, bad joke, I know. And this is the inside of the box. And I show this because the backdrop on this looks really cool. It looks like a village. So really cool. And then of course you got your instructions and legal information that comes with him. This is the booklet that comes with it. Really cool, nice product shot on the front here of him. And I like these because they're nice and clear photos on how to do this. I've noticed recently some of the photos on some of the newer ones have been a little bit lacking, in my opinion. Put all that back together and put on that backdrop. And bring our friend back in. Really nice looking. This guy looks really sharp. New setup here in ALW Collectibles. Still getting used to it. Hopefully it's a little bit better and we can see a lot more. But there we go. So he does transform into a Cybertronian tank. He comes packaged in robot. And I like to go from vehicle to robot when I transform them. He is a remold and recolor of Impactor. Really cool looking. He does come with a few accessories. Of course, first one, obviously, Energon Lightning. Looks really cool. It's all cast in purple, and I like that. It looks really sharp. Does have a 5mm peg right here. You can stick that right on there if you wanted to. And he does come with this part separately. This is the Tesla coil. And this will attach to the coil. And we'll get a better look at that when we transform him. There is a port on the inside. It fits right on there. So that looks pretty sharp. I like that. Let's take a look at his tank mode. You got the Decepticon symbol right here. You got the gun turret right there. Treads. Done with a silver hue on them. The bottom part of him looks pretty basic, but then when you start looking at the top, you notice there's some things that just don't line up. There's not left and right similar. There's a word there. I can't think of it at the moment. Really nice design. I would like the Impactor mold. Looks really cool. Got a little turret right here. Another turret right here. A lot of purple. Like a brownish black and greener as primary colors. He rolls nicely. You take this away, because the bumps in the table. So he rolls nicely. He really does. And in this mode, his tank turret goes up and down. Or tank. Tesla coil goes up and down. And you can move this if you want to either side. Looks really sharp. I like that. We're going to do a bio on him before we transform him. Frankentron, a monster brought to life by the infamous Dr. Frankenstein. In this reality, he is a robot constructed from desecrated Cybertronian corpses. This horribly misshapen mishmash of spare parts goes instead by the name of Frankentron. So there's the little bio we have with him. He was a Hasbro transformative. I was doing good, people. I was speaking clearly today. Let's try that again. He was a Hasbro Transformers collaborative Universal Monster Frankenstein, released in 2023. And of course, he is part of the Decepticon faction. Can't have Frankenstein as an Autobot. Wouldn't work. So let's transform him and take a look at him in robot mode. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the tank turret off by opening his arms up in the front, and it comes out. It does peg in. You'll see two pegs here. You just got to pull these open gently and release the two pegboards. And let's take a look at this while we have it out. This is his Tesla coil, cast in green, painted silver. And I thought that looked really nice when I opened it up. It has a lot of 5mm ports all over this thing. And of course, you can stick the lightning on the side, from the side here. A little tough, but because of the way it's designed to get them on there, but really nice. Looks really sharp. And it's not identical. You can see more openings there. You got a tiny opening on this side. Looks really sharp. So having said that, let's finish transforming our friend here. First thing we're going to do is going to come to the back, to these gray pieces, and we're going to flip them out. They are clipped in the back, so it's a little tough sometimes. Oh, that one really flipped in. There we go. Like so. Take this whole panel at the gun turret and bring it down. And bring it all the way to the front, like so. All the way to the front, like so. Flip that in. Flip that in, like so. And you can open his feet up. And then I'll give you his feet already. From here, on the back, you got a clip here, a spot there. Clip that together. Come back to the front. Pull down. On this part, put your finger in the middle and swing out his arm. Same thing over here. He is pegged in here. Unlock the clip. Bring his entire arm out. Take this panel here, the green, push it down. Bring his arm down. Rotate it. Bring his arm down and rotate it. So now the silver pieces are on the bottom. Rotate out his hands. This cannon here, we're going to flip over this way. We're going to come to the back to this cap. Open. Flip up the head. Close the cap. Turn the head. And that's it. There's Frankentron in robot mode. I like this. I think he looks really, really sharp. For a retool and recolor of Impactor, I think it looks really sharp. Slight notice on this one, a couple things to note. The hand design is purposely designed with the hands pointing inward. to give him that hunched look. Because when Frankenstein walked, he didn't have a normal walk. He looked like he was leaning forward and lunging. So that's why the hands are designed like that. So he has like a staggering posture. Looks really nice. I like this. Let's take a closer look at that. His face is done in that pea green with red eyes. He's got the staples. I wish they painted the staples silver on the top of his head. It's supposed to be like hair on the top. Looks really cool. He has the Decepticon symbol right there. You notice the chest plate is all mishmashed. All different parts. That looks really nice. I like that. Looking down. You got like a metallic green right here. The upper thighs I thought looked really cool. You got a silver band here and a vent on this side. The lower legs are the exact same thing, just mirror imaged each other. That was the word I was looking for earlier, mirror imaged. Oh, I can speak. Got 5mm ports on the bottom of the feet. Got your tank treads in the front now. The cannons are part of the knees. 5mm port right here. You got 2 more down here. The molding on this is really, really nice. I like this. This looks really sharp. Carries a lot of impactors mold over, but with a lot of modifications. Back at head actually has a little green spot on the back. That's where they inserted his little brain. Sorry. Puns and bad jokes, I do that a lot. Got some nice purple back here with some nice work. This is part of the cannon. Looks really sharp. I like the cannon. And it has 5mm port on each side with red and gray with the Decepticon symbol on the bottom. Articulation. Arm will go all the way around, up and down. Bicep, elbow. The wrist does not turn, but it will swing due to transformation. Interesting with this one, though, and they both do that. You just got to move the cannon up and down. He has rotation, but it's not at the hip. It's right under the chest. Leg can go forward. Big boot. Nice, beautiful back kick. Out. He does have thigh rotation, but it's right at the knee joint. So that's interesting. He has a very decent knee bend. And he does have the ankle tilters due to transformation. And of course, the head, I left that for last on purpose with this one, because it is Frankenstein. All the way around. He has a slight up and down, nothing over the top. Really, really cool. And he can hold his weapons in various places. You can stick it up here on him. You can even attach it to his legs. Per the instructions, they say to put it on his arm, here. That's where the instructions say to do it. It's like that. And you can stick this on it. Give him his hunch stance. Energon. Sorry. And if you stuck with this channel this long, you know you're going to hear some bad jokes. And I'm not talking funny bad. They're bad. All right. Back to what I was doing here. So, yeah, I like this figure overall. I think it's a really cool one. And I put that on back. There we go. It'll go on in almost any pose, but you're supposed to have it in a particular way so it's straight with the barrel. So it's straight with the barrel. I didn't do that. Having said that, looks really cool. I like it. My only criticism on this literally is just a few paint applications. I think they could have used a little bit more to give it a little bit more flair. Like up on the head, maybe a little silver on the clips there. Maybe a little bit more down through the chest to really highlight the different parts used to make him. Maybe a splattering of red in there. Just to offset it so you can really see, hey, this part doesn't really go with the other side of the chest. But having said that, I really thought it was cool looking. I'm actually going to leave him posed just like this because I think this is really sharp. This is ALW. I hope you all have a very good and happy Halloween. I'm going to get ready for my next video. This man is going to go attack another village and see if we can get some more Energon. You have a good day.